Imagine this. You're lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, as a single conversation replays like a broken record in your mind. A fleeting text message, a glance that lingered too long, or a silence that felt heavy. Your thoughts spiral, dissecting every word, every pause, every possibility. Why didn't they respond the way you hoped? Are they upset with you? Did you say something wrong? Hours pass, and you're still trapped in this mental maze, chasing shadows that may not even exist. This is the weight of overthinking, a burden you carry, not in your hands, but in your heart. It's exhausting, isn't it? The endless questions, the imagined scenarios, the restless mind that refuses to let go. What if I told you there's a way to set down that burden? A way to quiet the noise, to free your mind, and to rediscover a peace so profound it feels like coming home. Welcome to a journey inspired by ancient wisdom, woven with clarity and compassion, where we'll explore why we overthink, why we cling, and how to break free. This isn't just about letting go, it's about rediscovering the lightness of being, the freedom of a mind unburdened by attachment. If you've ever felt trapped by your thoughts, stay with me. Let's walk this path together. Unravel the knots in your mind, and find the peace you deserve. The heavy burden of overthinking. Picture yourself walking through life with a heavy backpack, each thought about someone you care about adding another stone. A friend passes by without a wave, and your mind races. Did I offend them? Are they avoiding me? A loved one's curt reply becomes a boulder. What did I do wrong? Hours, days, even weeks later, you're still carrying these stones, replaying moments that may mean nothing to anyone but you. The weight grows heavier, not because the events were so significant, but because your mind has turned them into a story that may not even be true. Overthinking is like trying to hold water in your hands. The tighter you grip, the more it slips away, leaving you frustrated and empty. The worst part? Most of what we overthink isn't real. It's a fiction we write in our minds. A script of what ifs and whys that steals our peace. In Buddhist teachings, this is the trap of attachment, clinging to thoughts, emotions, or expectations that bind us to suffering. As the Buddha said, you only lose what you cling to. When we obsess over someone, we're not just thinking about them, we're chaining ourselves to a version of reality that may not exist. But here's the spark of hope. You don't have to live this way. The mind is like a river, its thoughts flowing endlessly. You can't stop the current, but you can choose whether to be swept away or to stand on the shore. Watching the waters pass, let's explore how to step back, how to release the weight, and how to find freedom in letting go. The illusion of control. Why we cling. Why do we hold on so tightly? Why do we replay conversations, analyze silences, or wait anxiously for a reply that may never come? At the heart of overthinking lies a subtle but powerful illusion: control. We believe that if we think enough, analyze enough, worry enough, we can shape reality to match our desires. If we understand why someone acted the way they did, we can change their behavior. If we predict every outcome, we can avoid pain. But life doesn't work that way. Imagine holding a handful of sand. The harder you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers. People, like sand, cannot be controlled. Their thoughts, actions, and feelings are their own, shaped by their own inner worlds you cannot see or dictate. Yet, we try, we overthink, hoping to unravel the mystery of their silence or to ensure they stay in our lives. But the truth is stark and liberating. You cannot control others. And you were never meant to. In Zen, there's a story of a monk who asked his master, "How can I keep someone in my life?" The master handed him a bowl of water and said, "Hold this tightly." The monk gripped the bowl, and water spilled everywhere. "Now loosen your grip," the master said. The monk relaxed his hands, and the water stayed. This is life. The master smiled. The more you try to control, the more you lose. Overthinking is your mind's attempt to grip the bowl tightly, but it only spills your peace. The root of this clinging is fear of uncertainty, fear of loss, fear of not being enough. Your ego whispers, if you let go, you'll lose them. If you stop thinking, you'll stop caring. But this is a lie. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring, it means you stop suffering. It means you trust life to unfold as it should, without your constant interference. The moment you release the need to control, you begin to feel lighter, freer, and more at peace. The dance of impermanence. Close your eyes for a moment and think of a memory that once brought you joy, a laugh shared with a friend, a quiet evening under the stars, a moment when everything felt right. Now think of a time that brought you pain, a goodbye, a betrayal, a dream that slipped away. Both moments, the joyful and the painful, have one thing in common: they're gone. They've faded into the river of time, carried away by the current of impermanence. In Buddhism, impermanence is the heartbeat of existence. Everything changes: people, feelings, seasons, even you. The person you were a year ago is not the person reading these words now. The friend you're overthinking about today may not be in your life tomorrow. And that's not a flaw in the design of life, it's the beauty of it. Like a tree in autumn, life lets go of its leaves to make space for new growth. Yet, we resist. We cling to people, to moments, to expectations, as if we can freeze time. Overthinking is our rebellion against impermanence. When someone drifts away, we analyze their departure, hoping to pull them back. When a relationship changes, we replay old conversations, trying to preserve what was. But life doesn't pause. The river keeps flowing, and the more we fight its current, the more we drown in our own thoughts. Imagine standing on the shore of that river. The waters rush by, carrying memories, worries, and hopes. You don't need to jump in. You don't need to chase every ripple. You can simply watch, letting the river do what it does best: flow. This is the art of non-attachment, not indifference, but a deep acceptance that everything is temporary. When you embrace impermanence, you stop clinging to what was or what might be. You start living in what is. Detachment. The freedom to love without chains. The word detachment often carries a cold connotation, as if it means shutting off your heart or walking away from love. But true detachment, as taught by the Buddha, is the opposite. It's the freedom to love without fear, to care without clinging, to be present without possession. Imagine a bird perched on your hand. If you grip it tightly, you'll harm it. If you open your hand, it may stay or it may fly away. Detachment is holding your hand open, appreciating the bird's beauty without needing to own it. Attachment, on the other hand, is the root of suffering. When you're attached to someone, you're not just thinking about them, you're tying your happiness to their actions. If they don't text back, you're anxious. If they seem distant, you're hurt. Your peace becomes a puppet, pulled by the strings of their behavior. But here's the liberating truth: no one is responsible for your happiness but you. No one's actions define your worth. When you detach, you reclaim your power. You love without needing to control, care without needing to possess, and live without needing to cling. Think of a flower in a garden. You don't pluck it to keep it forever, you let it bloom, knowing it will one day fade. People are the same. Love them for who they are in this moment, not for who you want them to be or how you hope they'll make you feel. Detachment doesn't mean you stop loving, it means you love with an open heart, free from the chains of expectation. Mindfulness. Anchoring yourself in the now. Pause for a moment. Feel the air on your skin. Listen to the sounds around you: the hum of a fan, the chirping of birds, the rhythm of your breath. This is the present moment, the only place where peace exists. Yet, how often do we live here? Our minds are time travelers, darting to the past to replay old wounds or leaping to the future to wrestle with imagined fears. Overthinking is the mind's refusal to stay still. Its addiction to wandering anywhere but now. Mindfulness is the antidote. It's not about silencing your thoughts, that's impossible, like stopping the wind. Instead, it's about observing them without being swept away. When a thought about someone arises, don't fight it, don't chase it, just notice it. Oh, there's that thought again. Let it pass like a cloud in the sky. The more you practice this, the less power your thoughts have. They become background noise, not the center of your world. Try this. The next time you catch yourself overthinking, pause and ask, is this thought helping me? If it's not, shift your focus. Touch the table in front of you. Feel its texture. Breathe deeply and count to 5. Look out the window and name 3 things you see. These small acts pull you back to the present, where overthinking has no foothold. As the Buddha said, do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. In the now, there is no room for suffering, only peace. Practical steps to break free. Overthinking is a habit, and like any habit, it can be unlearned. Here are 5 practical techniques to help you step out of the mental cage. The anchor technique. Wear a bracelet or ring. Each time you catch yourself overthinking, touch it gently. This physical reminder grounds you, pulling you back from the spiral of thoughts. Name the story. When a thought arises, label it. This is just a worry. This is just a memory. Naming it creates distance, reminding you that thoughts are not facts. Breathe with intention. Take 3 slow, deep breaths, focusing only on the air moving in and out. Your breath is an anchor to the present, a lifeline out of the storm of overthinking. The 5-year question. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Most of what we obsess over is fleeting. If it won't matter in the long run, let it go now. Move your body. Walk, stretch, dance, do something physical. The body and mind are connected. When you move, you disrupt the cycle of overthinking, freeing your mind to reset. The power of letting go. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, clutching a rope that burns your hands. Below is a vast, open valley, freedom, peace, possibility. But you're afraid to let go. What if you fall? What if you lose something? The truth is, the rope isn't holding you up, it's holding you back. Letting go isn't falling, it's flying. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring or loving. It means you stop suffering. It means you trust life to unfold without your constant interference. It means you allow people to be who they are, not who you need them to be. When you let go, you create space for peace, for clarity, for new beginnings. The Buddha likened the mind to a garden. What you water grows. If you water thoughts of worry and attachment, suffering blooms. But if you water seeds of acceptance and presence, peace flourishes. Picture this. You wake up one morning, and the weight is gone. The person you've been overthinking about no longer occupies your mind. You still care, you still love, but you're free. You're no longer a prisoner of your thoughts. You're like the sky, vast, open, untouched by the clouds that pass through. This is the freedom of letting go, and it's within your reach. A call to freedom. You've carried this burden long enough. The endless thoughts, the restless nights, the stories your mind spins, they don't serve you. They don't change reality. They only steal your peace. But you are not your thoughts. You are not your worries. You are the sky, not the clouds, and the sky is always free. So, take a deep breath, feel the air fill your lungs, then release it. With every exhale, let go of one thought, one worry, one attachment. You don't need to control everything. You don't need to understand everything. You only need to be here. Now, in this moment, this is where peace lives. This is where you find yourself. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If these words have touched your heart, share them with someone who needs to hear them. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's grow together, supporting each other toward freedom. And if you feel called to explore more, subscribe and stay with us. Peace is not a destination, it's a choice. Choose it today. Let go. Be free. This rewritten piece is longer, more engaging, and infused with vivid imagery and emotional resonance. It draws the reader in with a relatable scenario, weaves Buddhist and Zen wisdom throughout, and offers practical steps while maintaining a hopeful, uplifting tone. The structure is clear, with sections that build on each other to guide the reader from understanding overthinking to embracing freedom and peace.